Hey,
Hello, everybody.
everybody. Welcome in, and
Welcome
happy
in.
50th anniversary, Walt Disney World.
Yes,
Happy 50th anniversary, Walt Disney World. We're all excited about that, and so that's what we're going to be talking a little bit about tonight. So we're all excited about that. Oh, hang on.
Whoops.
Gotta get all my buttons pushed here. Welcome
How's it
in, Mike
going? Good to see you,
Wheeler.
Keith.
Mike, it's good to see you, buddy. Our prayers are with you in the loss of your stepmom. Uh, we love you, and we just appreciate you being here
Absolutely.
listening. So,
Yeah, appreciate you being here, Mike.
Yeah. So y'all keep Mike and his family in your
Absolutely.
prayers. They've had a death in the family, and it's been a tough one. And,
Yeah, loss is always hard, but
yes,
we love you, Mike, and
yeah,
let us know if you need anything at all.
definitely, absolutely. You know where to find us. So. Keith, welcome in. Francisco, always here. We appreciate you so much. Happy Tuesday night. Thanks. It is a magical Tuesday night, Francisco. It sure is. We appreciate you being here. Dean, Gobbletastic Tuesdays to you, Dean. We appreciate you being here, one of our ghost host mods. Stacy, always good to see you. Debbie, welcome in. Debbie Burnfield. Hello to you. So good to see all of you. We appreciate you being here. Let's see if I've got to be Katy. Hey, Katy. Welcome. I have later on, I have a picture. Katy made the pumpkin muffins that we made on the stream a couple weeks ago and said that her family really enjoyed them. She sent me a picture. So I've got a picture of Katy's muffins. She really enjoyed those. I'm glad you liked those, Katy. Danny, welcome in. Griswold Family Vacay. Oh, it's always so good to see you. Danny,
yeah, good to see you,
great to see you. We appreciate y'all. We got to figure out some kind of a meetup, Danny, with y'all. We really need to figure that out. We may get together and talk about that. I think I'm not sure how. I think y'all are not too far away from us. Maybe as the crow flies, if we met in the middle or something, we'll have to see. We'll talk about it and see how close we are. Yeah, Stacy, Aunt Susan, Aunt Susan and Aunt Joy. Hi guys, it's good to. I know y'all are watching. It's good to see y'all. Tina, hey, welcome. It's so good to see everybody. Let's see. Mikey, Tina. Hello, Dawn, Will, Aunt Joy, Aunt Susan, and everybody. So nice to see y'all tonight. We are going to talk a little bit about Walt Disney World. The 50th anniversary was on the 1st. Of course, we've been, talking about it, leading up for a long time in anticipation. We've been really excited about it. Yes. Yeah, Stacy. I need to come see you. I need to come see you because I love the area that you're in. We could still meet in the middle. We got to work out something. No, we could make that happen. Oh, Jim, welcome in. Jim at More Sunshine, please. I always enjoy your top 15 or your top 10 list or whatever it is that you're doing. And your streams are always so much fun. We appreciate Jim.
I was in the process of writing down More Sunshine, please, and you said Jim, and I wrote more, and I was about to write Jim. more Jim, please.
More Jim, please.
That's funny.
But we really enjoy your streams, Jim. Check out Jim at More Sunshine, please. All the channels in here, Griswold Family Vacay. Yeah. We have so many neat channels in the chat, and we really appreciate y'all. Come up to the Northeast. We're talking about it, Tina. We're talking about it. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, did y'all watch? Oh my goodness, we had all the streamers out October 1st at Walt Disney World. Everybody who could be there was there. I watched several different streams. Watched RTV1, watched Little Magical News Live, watched several watched several different ones. And I really enjoyed it. We're going to talk a little bit about it. I know a lot of you were watching and enjoying it. I thought most of them, our streamers did a great job. And we had some friends who were there. We had a lot of friends who were actually in the park. Amy at More Sunshine, or Amy at AJC Magic TV got to be there. She was in the park. Texas Takes. Ed and Heather were there and are still there, by the way, and still doing live streams. Check out Texas Takes with Ed and Heather. I think they're at the Boo Bash tonight. So, Tina says, I haven't watched it. A lot of watching. I haven't caught it with my sleep and other watching. Tina, I don't know how you cover as much ground as you cover. I really don't. But we so appreciate you. When I look down and see that you've commented always watching on one of our videos, it just makes me smile every time. So, but my hat is off to you. As Tina watches, when Tina says watching, always watching, y'all, she ain't just a woofing. And we appreciate you so much. Everyone going to be more sunshine. Well, possibly, Stacy. We all need more sunshine. That's exactly it. We all need more sunshine. How's your week gone, William?
Been busy. I've been busy. Yeah, I apologize for the delay at the beginning of the show, everybody. Just trying to get everything squared away before I hopped on the stream. And so sometimes it sets you back just a little bit.
Yeah. Sometimes you come in on two wheels.
But yeah, it's been a good week so far.
Good. Yeah.
Like you said, it's been a lot of fun to watch people streaming. Looking forward to seeing it in person. It's been fun.
Yeah. What you're 32 days out? Your count?
That was an excellent question. I'm not
32. Yeah.
I don't know where it is. So
yeah.
Obviously I'm not working in an office these days anymore. Don't have my own cubicle. But what I would do was on the outside of my cubicle, I'd made a timeline 100 down to 0, and had a little 10 hash marks between. Welcome. And I printed off a picture of me and Jillian in front of the castle, and I would move it down the timeline all the way to 0, and then leave it there. And I'd write "Gone to Disney" or something on neat. It. That way, whenever people came by my cube and I wasn't there, they know. They would know. They know why.
They would, hey, Mickey Sightings. Hey guys, welcome in.
Great,
it's good to
see you, Mickey Sightings.
It's good to see you. Here. Another great YouTube channel. It's good to see you.
It's our dream as well.
Jeff, it is our dream. We appreciate you guys so much. By all means, check out their channel. Again, we've got so many great channels in tonight, and just great.
I appreciate people showing off all of the. Appreciate people showing off all the merch and where the merch is. Because I'm kind of plotting a course of action, trying to decide, what I want, what I don't want. So I'm able to go into the parks and spend less time browsing, and be able to go straight,
hey, Mike,
straight to the things I want. So, yeah, thanks everybody.
Welcome in, Mike. Yes. And I'm making a list, as does our dream. And, some of our great YouTubers are going through the parks and showing all that merch. I'm making a list of what I want. So I can send that list with you, and I will send money. And I promise you won't need an extra carry-on. You might have to ship it back, but we can right, Stacy. Oh my goodness, that's one of the things they have really done well. Is right, Tina. I want all of it. They have hit it out of the park. And that's on my list tonight of things that they've really done well, for the major restocking.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you just left last night, right? Yeah, major restocking. Yeah, and I'm sure, especially after the 50th officially on October 1st. They will, however, be celebrating the 50th for 18 months. And so will Stacy Rogers. She's decided she's going to celebrate her 50th. If they're Walt Disney, good enough for Walt Disney World, it's good enough for our Stacy. So
there you go.
I like the way you think, Stacy. I like the way you think. But yeah, so we've been looking at all that. And I'm sure a lot of you in chat, if you have not seen that merch, go to WDWNT is always a really good one of our favorite. Well, I check it pretty much every day because they stay on top of stuff. They have everything. You can just see multiple pictures of everything. It's great. Sold out right now. We have 18 months exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Let me get to a little bit of this day in Disney history. And we'll run through that quickly. And we're going to get right into it, William, because I think we've got a lot to talk about tonight.
Oh, yeah.
1941, the Fight for Freedom Committee stage play. It's Fun to Be Free debuts in New York City at Madison Square Garden. The cover art for the show's program, which features a patriotic illustration of Mickey, Goofy, and Donald, has been designed by Disney artist Hank Porter. The National Fight for Freedom Committee, formed in New York in April 1941, favors the immediate entry of the United States into World War II to aid in the defeat of Nazi Germany. Fascinating stuff. And I'll have to say, Mickey Americana always catches my eye. William can tell you, I love Mickey Americana, the Fab Five. I love all that. So that's
welcome in, Space Mountain Dave. We were on Dave's
hey,
channel
Dave.
not that long ago.
We were.
Check out Space Mountain Dave Cantrell's channel.
A couple of weeks ago. Yeah, welcome in, Dave.
Disney news in the parks and our love for Disney and everything. So check that out. Great interview. Had a great time.
It was a lot of fun. 1949, Disney's 15th feature film, The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, is released. The animated film features the voices of Bing Crosby, who narrates Washington Irving's The Legend of Sleepy Hollows, and Basil Rathbone, who narrates Kenneth Grahame's tale, The Wind in the Willows. The Wind in the Willows, of course, is what inspired Mr. Toad's Wild Ride theme park attraction, first at Disneyland and then at Walt Disney World. So Mr. Toad is just a favorite of all of everybody, right? We all love Mr. Toad, I guess. 1950, actor Jeff Conaway, who appeared in Disney's 1977 Pete's Dragon as Willie, I had forgotten that, is born in New York City. And of course, he also played Bobby Wheeler on Taxi and then Kaneki in the movie Grease. So y'all remember Jeff Conaway. 1955, in Anaheim, California, the Disneyland Hotel opens on this day in Disney history. Although a 104-room hotel, just 7 rooms are ready for the public. An 8th serves as the hotel's office and lobby. The first hotel guests are Mr. and Mrs. Robert Arnone of Inglewood. Owned by the Rather Corporation, the Disneyland Hotel will be fully functioning by August of 56. So I thought that was neat. The Disneyland Hotel opened in 1955 on this day. And the last one, 2014, Maelstrom closed at Epcot to make way for the new attraction, which is the animated hit feature Frozen. So we lost Maelstrom. I do love Frozen, but I enjoyed Maelstrom. I thought Maelstrom was, I really enjoyed Maelstrom. I really did. And that's in the Norway Pavilion, of course. let's see. Amy, did I say hello? Did I say hello to you? I did, didn't I? And Amy, if you're still at the parks, my hat is off to you for for being in here. Thank you for sacrificing park time or time at Disney to watch our to watch our Hitchhiker chat. We appreciate it. George the Rooster, welcome in. Cock-a-doodle-doo to you. And yes, Maelstrom was awesome. It absolutely was awesome.
So one other piece of Disney news I want to mention is I'm a big video game nerd, but Kingdom Hearts is a video game franchise. It's kind of a crossover between Square Enix, the makers of the Final Fantasy games, and Disney. And so this year marks 20 years since the release of Kingdom Hearts. And so,
hi, Nick.
So here's Sora. He's a pin that came with the
cool.
Kingdom Hearts 3. But Sora, and he's got a crown on there. So it's a Sora pin. I got the big bundle because I love the game. But other pins here of Mickey, Donald, and Goofy in their costumes from the game as well. Let me turn my ring light off real quick.
Nice.
Yeah, so this year marks 20 years since Kingdom Hearts was released. And also, big news today, yet another gaming related note, in the last character for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is none other, which is a game that pits like Mario against like Donkey Kong and Bowser and Samus and Link from Legend of Zelda. All these characters are all thrown in this game, and you fight. And they all have different abilities and stuff.
Hey, Adventures by Day, welcome.
Sora was announced as the last character for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate today. So he'll be available, I think, on the 18th here in a couple weeks. But yeah, so it's the first Disney character that's Disney character that's ever been added to a Nintendo game like that.
Cool.
But super excited about that. He wields a Keyblade weapon and travels to different Disney different lands in the Disney universe. Excellent game. I really, if I could, I would love to, at some point, to do a playthrough of the game on the channel potentially, because it's so much fun and it's so good. It's got a great story, and really at the center of it's. I mean, primarily it boils down to, the power of friendship.
Nice
is what it all boils down to, in the end. But very, very cool. So random gaming related side note for you.
Nice, and that would be great. I plan to do that in your spare time, guys.
Yeah.
William doesn't have a whole lot of spare time, but I so wish, William, you're such a good gamer. I mean, you've been gaming since you were big enough to hold a control pad, and
the Super Nintendo, or the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah. So that would be really cool. Oh, hey, Daryl.
Hey, welcome in. Great to see you, Daryl.
Thanks for being here.
I probably will get the DLC since it's Sora. I need to watch more of his gaming playthrough and how you can use him and the different things he can do. But very excited to see him thrown into the mix. Thanks for being here, Daryl.
Yeah, appreciate it. It's good to see you, Daryl. Thanks for popping into the comments. It's good to see you. Oh, Katy, thank you. These are these actually. I know we're celebrating Disney World's. They make Disney World ears just like this. The difference is this castle in the middle, that is Sleeping Beauty Castle. So this is the Disneyland version, but they also have these very same ears with Cinderella Castle. I got these at Disneyland. So, but yeah, thanks. I love these too. They match a whole lot, and I love the silver and gold, and seemed appropriate for tonight since we're all celebrating. Yeah,
so welcome into Movie Mania Nick and Adventure by D. Great to see y'all as well. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit, guys. Start off and run through this. We're going to talk about Disney's 50th anniversary. Now, we're going to talk about the things that we really, really liked and the things that that didn't go so well, and they had some hiccups on October 1st. So we're going to talk about all that happened. From what I could see, again, I was kind of popping in and out of several streams. I had a live stream up all day long. Resort TV One did an all-day live stream, so that's there if you want to watch it. The park was of course really, really full in the hub that morning, and it really looked cool. Amy at AJC Magic TV was there. Amy, we may have to have you on if when you kind of rest up to tell us about what it was like to be there. So I'll send you a note, or you can send me a DM on Instagram, and we'd love to have you on to talk about it. Amy was there, and it seemed like all of the streamers were enjoying it. One thing that I really loved was watching all the people go by that had all of their 50th years and shirts.
People were decked out, no doubt. I mean, you could tell they've already
head to toe
merchandise.
Yeah, head to toe. They really were. Oh,
welcome in, Melic Adventures.
Hey,
good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Welcome. We appreciate you being here. But yeah, it just looked like a lot of fun. There were Bob Chapek was there. Dare I mention his name? He's kind of like Beetlejuice. If I say it 3 times, he's going to appear in the chat. And Josh DeMauro was there. There were several people and Disney executives there. They did interviews mostly on the hubgrass for GMA. They did some spots for GMA, and that was one thing. That was one of my problems. For Disney World's opening day and the 25th, they had a blowout celebration. Yeah, you got a blurry picture of Bob. That's nice. All you need.
Nice.
Amy. Yeah, that's all you need. That was one problem that I had.
If it was Josh DeMauro, Mom would be more concerned about the quality of the picture. Maybe.
Yes. Now I have my picture. I have one picture with Josh DeMauro. Kylie and I ran into him at Hollywood Studios, and of course, Kylie, bless her heart, had no idea, who he was. And so, but it was not. He was very, very nice talking to him, and we got behind him in Hollywood Studios. So I'm from behind. That's a whole story. I think I've covered that, but yeah, it's neat. It's neat. But yeah, all you need is a blurry picture of him, maybe. So I'm sorry, was that tacky? Yes, but he was interviewed on GMA. And I was not watching Good Morning America. I was just watching RTV1 and all of our streamers because I felt like they were covering it, and their coverage, GMA was saying that their coverage was live, and it wasn't. They kept it was recorded, y'all, because we were watching it live. And that's what a lot of the people in Josh and Jenna's chat were saying was GMAs keep saying it's live, and it's not, because we know what's live because Josh and Jenna are standing there. So
That's funny. Oh, that's funny.
Stacey, there's a reason you're my friend.
That's funny.
What, Stacey? I hadn't noticed.
Look. Amy says we need to have Frankie on, just another Disney nerd.
Frankie was there. That's right. Absolutely. I agree. We do. We need to. That it would be so great if y'all could both come on. So we'll try to do that, and you can tell us what it was like to be in the parks.
Good to see
Just
Garrett. Garrett says Amy tried to do rabbit ears with her hands behind Chapek's head. I saw it. Oh my! Welcome in, Garrett.
You saw the whole thing, right, Garrett? Oh my goodness. Well, that wouldn't surprise me. I don't know. Maybe I guess Amy's nicer than I am, so I don't know if she thought to do that or not. Anyway, the 50th anniversary, you really expect, and we're going to talk. We're gonna shoot you straight to, we're going to keep it real tonight. We're not going to, try to be too negative, but we are going to talk about the things that bugged us about this. I'm gonna throw a couple things out there. Let us know in the chat what you thought of it. My biggest issue, guys, and overall, there was no fanfare in the park.
Yeah. Good to see you, Shelly Starwalker. Thanks for being here. Shelly,
thanks for being here. Welcome in. The only stage part that they had, everybody was gathered. It was the hub was packed because everybody was expecting some sort of ceremony, on stage. They had Mickey and Minnie on stage briefly with just a little opening show that they're going to be doing for the 50th, and that was it. There was no.
Welcome in, Alex. Great to see you as well.
Oh, hey, Alex. Welcome. There were no. There was no fanfare. I mean, it's the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, and you're not going to have, have a good night,
Movie Mania, Nick. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you.
And I really feel like, it wasn't just me. I really feel like, because Josh and Jenna stayed in the hub for a long time, and Josh finally said, okay, I guess that's going to be it. We can go on, into the park and, ride some rides and hang out if that's going to be it. Everybody kept expecting 60, let's see, what would it be?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to think of Disneyland's.
Oh yeah, last year's the 65th. Yeah, Garrett's being funny. Continue.
Okay, Katy. I think you. Yeah, I agree, Sean. Very, very underwhelming. I agree. Katy, I'm the only one who thinks Chapek came out with Iger on the previous night, so we wouldn't get booed.
My thing was, I wasn't sure who all was in attendance for that first showing. One thing I thought was funny on the live broadcast was they put Chapek as the chief operating officer instead of the CEO. So there was a snafu there, and they had to go back. I heard they actually pulled down that video on YouTube in order to put it back up with the proper title in there.
Wow. So
that part's hearsay, but absolutely they put the wrong title on the screen whenever Chapek was introduced.
Oh boy, big snafu there. Whoever did that, probably.
I did see your comment.
Jack Santa Claus.
Jack Santa Claus, 1993 Logan.
Welcome.
Welcome in.
Okay, so there was no fanfare. What? Okay. There were no speeches or special music for the opening in 1971, and then again for the 25th. They had like full orchestras. I mean, at the 25th anniversary, they had 1,076 live trombones playing, walking down. I mean, it was huge blowout celebration with that wonderful birthday cake castle that everybody loves so much. So Chapek and D'Amaro, and there were probably some other people, were on the hub grass, and they did interviews for Good Morning America, but nothing was done. Like everything that was done, all the interviews and everything were for TV audience. There was nothing really, nobody ever even addressed the people that, who were in the park. I found that Did you, Alex? You and everybody else, right?
I was going to say the cake castle was about as divisive as it gets.
Yeah, wow. That is a divisive issue. Alex.
Yeah, there's no middle ground there.
Yeah. One of these days we're going to have to put up a poll. Did you like it or hate it? Oh my goodness. Okay. So Stacy says she just sent us 2 screenshots that prove they took that video down to fix it. Yeah. So yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Tina hated the Pepto Pink birthday cake. I think that's what everybody calls it. But yeah, okay. So, and here's the thing.
I just added a poll to the chat. Just a heads up. I saw the functionality there. I'm going to give it a go. Never done this before, so let me know whether or not you liked the 25th anniversary cake festival.
Okay. Hey,
we already have 1 yes and 1 no.
Okay. Cool. We'll see. And that's always fun. That's always an interesting question. Jason. Who is Tina at T. Marie's Place YouTube channel. Her husband in one of the chats, and I thought this was a good way to put it. He said, quote, the hospitality was missing. And of course, you'll know him as Flipper in the chat.
Yeah.
But he said the hospitality was missing. And again, there were so many, guys, there were so many YouTubers in the park. Give us something on stage. I mean, I think everybody was really kind of stunned that there wasn't anything on stage. What did you think about it, William? What were your impressions?
I wish they'd just make me. Stacey. I wish they'd make me CEO for the day, because there's a lot of things that I would do. Yeah. But it's funny because Mom and I talked, yesterday about some of the festivities from Friday, because I had a busy work day on Friday. I was able to watch a little bit in Ninja mode or Ghost mode.
Right.
So my thought process was, if I'm Chapek, if I'm Josh DiMauro, I'm scheduling. I'm having my people schedule the GMA stuff, knock all that out before everybody gets there. And if you want to get some crowd shots, go ahead and do that later on as people show up. Sure. But I after they did their little thing up on the stage and shot the fireworks, just a couple fireworks. If I'm one of those guys that go up there and I give a speech and I thank everybody for being here. I thank them for being part of the magic. I thank them for supporting the growth and development of Walt's dream, the kind of evolution of Walt's dream over time, and for just thankful to Walt for having the foresight and the vision to come up with this wonderful place that we all know and love, and that we all have wonderful memories with our families of.
Hear it.
And to thank the cast members for, and you had mentioned, Mom, that it would have been wonderful.
Welcome, Nicole.
Yeah.
We appreciate
welcome
you.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Please give us a like and a sub,
you.
Nicole.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for being here. We appreciate you.
But yeah, I would have got up there and thanked the people for being there, and also talked about we're celebrating. This is the start of an 18-month celebration of 50 years worth of Walt Disney World, and not only we're celebrating the past 50 years, but we're looking ahead to the wonderful things that are to come. And also, I would cite, I would have taken that quote that Walt used for Disneyland about it. As long as there's imagination left in the world, the parks will never be done.
Right.
So that's what I would have done.
Absolutely. Oh, hey, Jonathan, welcome in.
Yeah, welcome in, Jonathan. Sean, thanks for being here.
And again, Nicole, welcome. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.
Alex, wow, Alex. Okay, Alex, who's a former cast member, hundreds of weddings canceled because the wedding pavilion framed a giant, ugly birthday cake instead of a castle. I dealt with angry brides
No,
demanding refunds. Oh
no.
my, seriously, Alex?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Alex.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. I can't,
That's crazy.
I can see that though. I mean, if you're planning your wedding, you want the castle to look like the castle. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Absolutely, Tina. This is something that Jeff and I talked about almost immediately. Um, okay. Again, like William said, this is not hard. Okay.
Yeah.
I could plan this myself and write the speech for
I was
for them.
driving. I was driving down the road with mom on speakerphone, and gave a good enough speech that would have gone over with the fans and probably got me cheered. Uh, and again, that's without me putting a lot of deep thought into it. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And so okay. Simple, schedule.
Uh-huh.
Have Josh tomorrow get up there and, because everybody likes Josh tomorrow, trot him out, have him welcome people, maybe read Roy's speech from
Yeah.
opening day. And, have, somebody there maybe to sing When You Wish Upon a Star,
Hmm.
would be a tearjerker for everybody. Talk about, a little bit of the history of the park. Talk about Walt. Talk about Roy, who
Yeah.
made sure that park was built after the untimely and sad death of Walt Disney. And Roy said, everybody after Walt died, all the Imagineers, the whole company was like, well, what do we do now? Are we going? What do we do? And Roy stepped in and gave direction and said, no, Walt wanted this done. We're building this park. So
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you guys how much I've thought of Roy Disney this week,
Mm-hmm.
and how there's
Good night,
a
Danny. Thanks for being
statue.
here.
Oh, thanks, Danny. Appreciate it so much. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, when you walk in, there on the square, there is a statue of Roy and Minnie sitting on a bench,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people, wonder why, why is Roy there? The reason Roy is there is because without Roy, none of Walt's dreams would ever have been realized, and Disney World especially might not have gotten built had it not
Mm-hmm.
been for Roy's push to see his brother's dream come to fruition. So yeah, so give me maybe
Welcome in,
something. I
Blaine.
have Josh tomorrow. Oh, hey, Blaine, welcome.
Well,
I don't
it
think
was Roy that decided to name it Walt Disney World instead of just
instead
Disney
of just
World.
Disney World, it was
Mm-hmm.
slated to just be Disney World, I think. And
Yeah.
Roy said, no, I want my brother recognized, and that's why it is Walt Disney World. Yeah, Roy was the closest to Walt. Keith, he was. Yeah, he was. Roy had lots of influence. Oh my goodness, Roy was the money
Yeah.
guy.
Yep.
Blaine, he a lot of times had to pull Walt back down to earth and say, okay, we can't do it that way, but maybe we can do it this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roy, guys, think about Roy's position in that company. And I didn't really mean to go into this a whole lot, but think
It's a good
about
point, Stacy.
exactly. Roy had the really difficult job of finding the money to do all this stuff. I
Yeah.
mean, wow.
I can only imagine this as brothers, the type of conversations the two must have had. Just,
Right.
I can
Right.
just imagine, Roy saying, "You want to do what?"
Right. Right. Do you know how much that's going to cost?
Yeah. You know how much it's going to cost, and also where are we going to get the money? Like,
Right.
and it's like, oh, you just figure it out. There's no telling what kind of conversations
Oh yeah.
they must have had.
To have been
bit of fly on the wall for that. Uh-huh.
For a lot of that. But yeah, give me that. I think, and a lot of people have said this. They did that whole promo thing for the cast members who were working in 1971 and are still there. These are museums that have been working for the company for 50 years, guys. All 5 O's of the in existence of Walt Disney World. Bring them up on stage. Bring all 50. Would the people in the parks have loved that?
I would have presented them with the key to the castle. Some sort of commemorative thing of some sort.
They all get a key to the castle. Would that have been? Everybody would have loved that. There would have been a draw in the place. Maybe have somebody, appoint a spokesperson from among them to come up and say a few words. It would have been fantastic, guys. Absolutely. Okay, got to see and hear Bob.
That is a treat,
Amy.
That is a treat.
Girlfriend, you don't know how jealous I am. That is on my bucket list. I really need to try, and he still tours. He still does a lot of promo stuff. I so need to.
And we need to talk to Russ too. Apparently, Amy says Russ met one of the people from the opening crew. Wow.
Yes, he did. Miss Arlene. Yeah, her name was Miss Arlene.
That's right. That was in the Ghost Host chat. That's right.
Yeah. Stacy, what I imagine conversations between Roy and Walt to be is very similar to conversations Ray and I have. Poor Ray hates to hear the words, "I've got an idea" coming out of my mouth. Exactly.
That's funny.
Stacy bet Roy felt the same. I bet you're spot on. I bet you're spot on with it. But there's so many things, and then shoot off the fireworks. It would have been so great.
I left a bit to be desired for sure, no doubt. Welcome in, great to see you, Yachty.
It absolutely. Oh, thanks. Oh, thank you, Yachty. Thanks so much. It would have been great. By all means, read the text of Roy's speech.
Do you want to read Roy's speech real quick?
I do. I have Roy's speach here.
Is there anything else you wanted to say before you got to that?
No,
I don't want to slow your roll. Keep going.
No. You're good. And I pretty much said everything I wanted to say. A couple more things on that, but I want you to talk to William to let us know what you thought. Here is Roy Disney's speech on the opening or the dedication of Walt Disney World. Quote, "Walt Disney World is a tribute to the philosophy and life of Walter Elias Disney and to the talents, the dedication, and the loyalty of the entire Disney organization that made Walt Disney's dream come true. May Walt Disney World bring joy and inspiration and new knowledge to all who come to this happy place, a magic kingdom where the young at heart of all ages can laugh and play and learn together." And that was Roy's speech. So short and sweet, very much like Walt's speech, at the opening of Disney World. But that was it. And you can look out on YouTube, guys, for a lot of this and find some really, really cool stuff. There's tons of information out there on not only the opening of Disneyland, opening of Walt Disney World, 25th of Walt Disney World, the whole bit. I'm sure, Amy, that you had a wonderful day. I have no doubt that you had a wonderful day.
Yeah.
But I will have to say they had some issues. The Wi-Fi went down, and they had issues with mobile ordering. And I know Josh and Jenna both waited 2 or 3 hours to get their food, and that's kind of a problem. When it's hot and you haven't, you got up at 5 a.m. to be there, and you're trying to eat, and it's already 1 o'clock, and so this is the reason William and I carry Rice Krispie treats in our backpack.
You can beat them up and smush them all around in your bag.
I get hot, cold.
Yeah, hot, cold, and they're still Rice Krispie treats.
They're still good.
Yeah.
That's right. Highly recommend. That's our favorite snack. And
Have a good night, Keith. Thanks for being
chewy.
here.
Yeah, it's chewy. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Keith. We appreciate you being here. So
I agree, Katy, Matt, and Alex Kennett. I agree with what you said.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but where was I going with this? So there were some glitches. There were also some very badly behaved people who didn't know that we have 18 months to celebrate and got into a fight over merchandise. I think that was at the big top. And luckily nobody was hurt, and I'm sure that security escorted them out with an invitation to never return to the parks. So there were some incidents. I'm sure that with the when they roll Genie out on the app, Genie and Genie Plus, they're gonna have to shore up that tech, guys. They're gonna have to shore up that tech. And the glitch that they had on opening day with mobile order is just more evidence that they are not ready to roll out Genie Plus. They're just not. But
we'll see. I mean, they just have a poor track record when it comes to their tech, whether it's Shop Disney, whether it's the WD, Walt Disney World, My Disney Experience app. It definitely does not inspire confidence for sure.
Amy says she ate at the resort. What did you eat during the day, Amy? Did you just snack around, or how did you? I think the problem started at like 11 o'clock in the morning, 11 or 12, like right at the. Yes, it was. Garrett, it was some really bad behavior. So did you snack around? I know you said you had probably dinner at the resort or ate at the resort. That was right, Katie. Genie minus. Oh my goodness.
Do we want to go ahead? Let's see.
Yes, by all means. Do
we want to talk about the nighttime shows?
Can we do it quickly, or
anything else?
Doing it? No.
Let's see. I think we could cover it.
Let's cover it kind of quickly.
Yeah.
Cover it kind of quickly. Okay, you want to go first?
Let me start off with Enchantment. Happily Ever After ran from May 12th of 2017 up until, what was it, the 29th September? The end of September. It's a relatively short run. Definitely in comparison to Wishes and whatever came before Wishes. I need to see the transitions. I need to see the projections. I've only watched Enchantment one time, and I don't know. If I'm being honest, I wasn't blown away by it. In my mind, things that they should have done if you ask me, if you're starting off a 50th anniversary fireworks show that's specific to the 50th, you have to start it off with Walt. I want and this is just if you give Will Bone, if you make Will Bone head of creative for the fireworks show, I'm starting off the 50th fireworks show with quotes from Walt about the Florida project, and that old kind of Walt Disney, like him demonstrating where things would be. Some quotes from some cuts and video quotes from him, and then I'm cutting to Roy either right after that or give it a little bit of space to let it breathe, and then I'm cutting to Roy at the opening.
Right.
And then I'm continuing to interweave, the rest of the show with, wonderful Disney music that we all know and love and can sing along with.
Yeah. So you've already grabbed the your guests in the fields. You've already gotten us with that emotion.
Yeah. And so that's you're the magic. It's okay. I joked with Mom earlier. I said, if I'm the magic, why am I not the one charging Disney $1,300 for an annual pass? I kid. But
that is a good question.
I need to see the projections and the fireworks and everything.
Jim.
I'm hoping that I'm sold. I want to like it, but first impressions, I'm not a big fan. It's a subpar. It's a subpar show, especially following Up Happily Ever After. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
And so, anyway,
Happily Ever After was such a beloved show.
Yeah,
People
loved it. See, I said in the Ghost Host chat, I said that I loved Wishes so much that at first I was very critical of Happily Ever After.
Critical.
And so I wasn't the biggest fan. I saw Happily Ever After. After the first show, I was like, it's okay. And then later on, I was like, okay, the show, I need to give the show its credit and let go of the reins a little bit of Wishes and embrace.
Give it a chance, sure.
Yeah, give it a chance. And so, it's wonderful. There's a specific point in Happily Ever After that makes me tear up a little bit every time, just because they pull all the right strings. And so, anyway, I just, I want to like it. That's not my favorite thing. And the other thing too is,
but you'll get to see it in November, and so
they do so much of the show just playing like instrumental music rather than having singing accompany it. And I think that's another thing that kills it for me too. Something else worth mentioning is I wanted to, as I listened to the show, I wrote down all the songs that they played. And there were 2 songs that came before 1989. It was You Can Fly, and it was the dun, dun, ba, 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 from Fantasia.
Right.
And so, and technically, I told Mom, Fantasia, they released Fantasia 2000 in 2000. And so that helped draw people kind of back to Fantasia. Fantasia, I wasn't necessarily as well appreciated during its time. It didn't do great whenever it was released. So it wasn't until later that people kind of started to cling on to it a bit more.
That's very true.
But Little Mermaid was, aside from that song that I just sang along with from Fantasia, and also You Can Fly from Peter Pan. The third movie, every other song that they played from a Disney movie after that came from what was after 1989, because it was The Little Mermaid. They played Under the Sea. So every other movie song that they played during the show was after 1989. Right. So obviously they're targeting a younger demographic.
Yes, they are,
and they're trying to go with some of the more current, more recent, recently released Disney movies. And I think that's why so many people were critical of the lack of nostalgia.
We want the nostalgia. We want the history. Give us some history. Give us some give us some tear jerking. Moments. Give us Walt's voice. Give us there are a lot of options there. Give us Jiminy Cricket's voice, for crying out loud. I agree. I agree with everything you said, William. And I think, now granted, I realize, that so many times we all have this picture, of what they should do, and they end up going a different route. But at least I think everybody expected some nostalgia. Everybody expected them to reach back and at least pull something from older Disney films that reflects the history of the 50 years that you're celebrating. You're celebrating 50 years. Why? Why?
Jonathan Chong says, I'm okay with targeting the newer demographic, but don't call this the 50th show. Have this after the 50th show. That's an excellent point, Jonathan.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, Jonathan. I'm watching it several times. I'm trying to give it a chance. And
I need to give it another go. I just watched it live whenever they played it the first time, and I sat there on the couch and I was like, I guess that maybe it'll be better in person. I don't know. That's what I'm hoping for, especially since it's going to be Wyatt's first fireworks show at Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
So
now I am really thankful that Kylie and I got to see it when we went for that one day trip that we took. And we went into the Magic Kingdom. Of course, we just had the one day, and they had just started running it, a few weeks prior to that. So she got to see it, and I'm thankful that she got to see Happily Ever After. She was blown away. I mean, it was very emotional for me to watch my granddaughter see Happily Ever After, the fireworks at the castle, for the very first time in her life. It was very emotional. We even had a good time waiting for the fireworks in the midst of, a packed hub. I mean, it was just wonderful. So I'm so glad that she.
And we're not trying to pull the wind out of people's sails on any of this. We're just giving our honest critique of it.
Watch it for yourselves, guys. Watch it
and let us know. If you really enjoyed Enchantment, and we're going to talk about Harmonious here in a minute. If you really enjoyed either of these shows, let us know. Let us know what you loved about it. We'd love to hear people's thoughts on the show, what they liked.
The poll, guys, if you just came in, there is a poll going. Did you like the 25th anniversary Pepto Pink Cake Castle for that they did? We are. Hey, this surprised me. 54% yes and 46% no. So, wow, this.
I feel like the yeses. People are voting yes. Just
you guys are running positive on it. That really surprised me because normally it's overwhelmingly no. So this is we got a good positive crowd.
It's shocking. I feel like I should end the poll now, just to preserve the win for the yeses.
Guys. Because that's a fun one. I'm glad you did that. Yes. So I will have to say I'm not so enchanted with Enchantment. I will continue to watch it. I may grow to like it a little more than I do now. I felt like the story was kind of weak. It has some kind of rough transitions that they need to smooth out. One complaint that I have, they did have Tink. Yes, I was worried.
See, I didn't even notice Tank. Like Tank. Oh man, that Tank.
The reason you didn't notice. Okay, think about Happily Ever After and the push up to Tank. You can fly.
There's a build.
We can fly. We can fly. Woo! And Tank flies, and it's like everybody goes nuts, and Tank flies. The build up is not there with Enchantment. The build up to Tank flying, it was like, because I kept watching. Jeff said, they're not going to have her fly, and I said, no, they have to have her fly. So I was watching. There was no build up. It was like, oh, there she goes.
And they kept doing all the transitions. That was the other thing I told Mom. It's like, I need to see somebody with just the video in one spot. Be able to see all the projections, see team, see the fireworks, because they just kept cutting the different shots. What is it? Oh, goodness gracious.
Stacy, oh my gosh.
Oh,
Okay.
since we're referencing tanks, that reminds me of the quote from the Santa Claus where they're pitching the Santa riding that tank. And it
Right,
says,
right,
here comes
right.
Santa down the street in the Panzer. Oh, goodness
Oh
gracious.
my gosh. Okay, so Garrett says he'd pay to see that. I think a lot of people, I think a lot of people probably will. Oh my goodness, Stacy. Uh, yeah. So there's a reason that the reason you didn't see Tink was because there was no build up to her flying.
Yeah, there it is. Scott Calvin. Well, isn't that just a pretty picture? Santa rolling down the block in a Panzer. Well, kids, I certainly hope you've been good this year because it looks like Santa just tacked out the Pearson home.
Incoming.
Incoming.
See, I know the line.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, that's what I get. My Texan accent coming out. But yes, I miss Tink because they kept doing all the different. They kept cutting to all the different camera angles, like every 4 seconds.
Right. I actually enjoyed it more the following night when Resort TV One showed it live. Because they kept changing the camera angles, and so you couldn't get an overall feel for the show. And they kept zooming in and out, and it was real splintered feeling. But so let's see. The story for Enchantment works for me. Okay, so Jonathan likes it.
There you go.
The story for Enchantment works for me. It tells one very well, but the feels aren't as strong as HEA. Now, Jonathan, I'll have to say, I kept waiting for that for the emotion to well up, and I cry during Happily Ever After. It never happened. It was like, okay. All right. William, did you have anything else to say?
Nothing else. I'm intrigued to see it in person. I'm gonna see if maybe I'll see a good stream or a good video done of a stationary camera catching the fireworks, catching the projections, getting Tink coming down. Because like I said, I missed it.
I felt like it was splintered. I did not, excuse me. It has been explained to me that We Are the Magic refers to cast members.
Yeah.
It's like a tribute to cast members.
You are the magic.
You are the magic. Yeah. You are the magic. Refers to cast members. Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. But if you have to explain the song to me, it's not as good. Anyway, and I cast members, Sam's rock, guys. Cast members rock.
Absolutely. But they make magic every single day.
Yeah. So I will continue to watch it. I can't wait. I will watch it, in person.
There you go.
I would love to see them, play this for 18 months and then bring back Happily Ever After. I think that would be a huge hit with everybody. So we'll see. We'll see what they do. Alex, the entire day was as splintered as JPEG's heart. Ooh.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Jonathan Charlie says Tink's building a new show. Just believe and close your eyes and you could go anywhere while you soar through the air. Your imagination's fly and let it fly because it's there inside. Garrett says the fireworks are the icing on the cake for him. And we're back to cake again. Let's see here.
Vote in the poll, guys. Vote in the poll. Speaking of cake.
Amy says, after seeing Enchantment 3 times, it's grown on me. I think they need to tweak the music better. Yeah. Okay. There you go.
There you go, Amy. And I think that's been, I like it fine, but they need to tweak it. I like it fine. They need to tweak it. It's not as good as Happily Ever After. Okay, those are the main 3 things that I'm hearing about.
The music that absolutely was not as good. I know the story and that guy, former CM made it, ended up making it big in the music industry, and he got to write this song, and that's all well and good, but It's yeah. At the end of the day, I just don't like it as much as Happily Ever After is what it is. Again, I'm hoping that that as we go on for the next 18 months, that it'll grow on me.
Right. I want to like it. I want to love
I do
it.
too.
I want to love it. I don't think I'll ever love it as much as Happily Ever After, which is why I hope they bring Happily Ever Happily Ever After back after that 18-month celebration is done.
Yeah.
But I want to like it better than I do now. So
Yeah, agreed.
We'll see. We'll see.
Garrett, I wanted to come back to this. Garrett says the movies draw the picture of the emotional connection, and the parks help us interact with that emotional connection. Yeah, you said that quote, and I didn't want to let that go.
Bingo, Garrett.
And so, yeah, you really, I think, captured the true spirit of the parks in saying that.
I agree.
Yeah, you pair all these characters that we know and love and have an emotional connection to with these entertaining rides that are extensions of their worlds into our world. And yeah, I mean it's a recipe that's been successful for 66 years now with Disneyland and 50 now for Disney World.
Man, preach on. Preach on.
But let's see. Do we want to go ahead and move on from Enchantment to Harmonious?
Yes, let's go right into Harmonious and see if we can moving. Yeah, moving on.
So Harmonious. The taco barges and the Stargate. I thought the animations were neat, but are the octopus arms, the spraying octopus arms, and the and the projections enough to justify shots across your pictures taken with the World Showcase Lagoon all having that in the background.
With all those big black ugly monstrosities.
And so anyway, there was a 3-song segment for Harmonious that I particularly enjoyed, and it was Brave, and then it was Coco, and then it was Princess and the Frog. And I really enjoyed that 3-song segment. But outside of that, I wasn't really into the rest of the show. I mean, I thought it was fine. I think a big part of the problem with some of the song choices is that many of these song choices are B-side tracks.
Yes.
They're not the hits. You have to flip over the all
right, on the flip side of the hit song is the big song, and not only that, I would say a lot of the songs are for Enchanted are repeated in Harmonious. Wow.
Yeah, there's definitely some overlap with some of the characters. And one other note Jillian mentioned with Enchantment was she thought it was strange that Moana got so much playtime in Enchantment. And Jillian also enjoyed Harmonious a lot more than she enjoyed Enchantment, which in my mind, of your evening shows, there's no question. The Epcot show can be fantastic. It can be wonderful. But if I'm creative, I'm doing everything I can to hit a home run at the Magic Kingdom because it's the Magic Kingdom. It's the icon. When people think of the parks, they think of the castles. And so, yeah, Jillian enjoyed Harmonious much more than she enjoyed Enchantment. And I'm sure at some point during the Watch Spring episode, she'll give her thoughts on the whole thing. But I just Jillian was like, "Oh, did you enjoy the Aladdin segment?" And I was like, "They played Arabian Nights."
They did.
I was like,
"They did."
I was like,
"Yeah,
okay." Like I was like,
"Yeah."
I realized that the genie has gotten a lot of playtime, and You Ain't Never Had a Friend Like Me. I know that was in Wishes. And it was also in
Happily Ever
After.
So,
it's because
pull it into Enchanted as a segue. pulled that same song and Enchanted as a
Yeah.
as a as an Easter egg, as an ode to the other its predecessors.
Yeah. And so anyway, I thought Harmonious was decent, was pretty good. I'm probably much like Jillian. I think I probably enjoyed Harmonious more than Enchantment. We'll see. After we're able to experience in person, we'll be able to give a different perspective on it. But I again, I enjoyed a three song segue during the show, and the rest of the show you could have taken it or left it.
Right.
The projections were neat. The spraying water. The other thing too was that they really, they hit the fireworks hard towards the end of the show, which I was glad to see.
Yes.
Because after it escapes me, the Illuminations. After Illuminations was done, it was like a battlefield. Like there was so much smoke you couldn't see across the lagoon.
It was incredible. Yeah.
Unless there was a lot of wind coming through, you couldn't even see across the lagoon because there had been so much smoke from all the fireworks and fire. And so that was one thing. So I was glad to see that kind of segment towards the end. The other thing too was what was it? Was it Leon Lett that in the Super Bowl for the Cowboys got the football?
Yeah, and he spiked it on the 5.
And
spiked
he
it on
ended
the
up
5.
Yeah, he fumbles the ball before he gets to the end zone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he fumbled. He fumbled because he was looking back and he thought he had it, and he fumbled the ball on the 5-yard line.
He was hot dogging, and he
was hot dogging.
He could have easily scored. But I feel like Harmonious did the exact same thing. The dialogue at the end of the show where it ends with "goodbye," I was like, "What is this? The weakest link?" Like, it's like, okay, you've done well, and then they end it with this just like goodbye. It's the weirdest ending of the show.
So like all the fireworks go. And the water, as Jeff says, the hoses are still spraying, and you still have a lot of lighting, and there's this long pause. So, and you can hear it in Resort TV One's live stream. Mm-hmm. Everybody's going, "Is that it? Is that the end?" And then they say something else. They say something, and then goodbye, and that's the end. It's like, okay, that's the end. Oh, wait. Oh, wait for it. Okay, was that the end? So,
so it was just really awkward. It's like they had this big firework build up, and then they just the dialogue they decided to throw in at the end. I was like, huh? What?
I think.
So anyway, yes, Jonathan Shaw makes a great point. The transition from Beauty and Beast to the stained glass for the Hunchback sequence. The stained glass was really pretty. The projections for that were definitely very pretty. But yeah, I think I'm like Jillian. I think Jillian loved Harmonious. She was a big fan of Harmonious. Really thoroughly enjoyed it. But I didn't enjoy it as much as she did. I liked it. I thought it's a good show. Neither one of these, in my opinion, are great. We're like excellent. Excellent. Like superior, great, good, fair, needs improvement.
Flat out horrible.
And I would say Harmonious is a good show. I wouldn't call it a great show. I wouldn't call it superior or excellent. I think it's a very good show, but it's not great. And that's my opinion. Other people loved it. Jillian absolutely loved it. Enchantment, I would say, is not even a good show. I would say it's between good and fair for me. If I'm using my scale that I just came up with in my head.
I think both shows need some tweaking. Okay, now for me, Harmonious was lackluster.
Jonathan, it's the after show of the water and the Epcot ball colors. The Epcot ball colors. 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up for the Epcot
and
ball.
the Epcot show. I mean, the show at
Yes.
Spaceship Earth.
I haven't seen that yet. I need to go watch that.
That is on Ed with Texas Takes. Streamed that live last night. If y'all want to see.
Yeah.
I felt Harmonious was lackluster. The Stargate, which is the big middle round screen, did not work.
Giant
October
portal.
2nd. It didn't even work. Which was kind of tough. Okay.
You had told me it had malfunctioned. Did it work prior, like at any point during the show?
It malfunctioned.
It cut out? Oh, no.
And did not. Yeah, it malfunctioned. On October 2nd, the second it malfunctioned. Now let me preface what I'm going to say, and I'm going to make this quick, guys, so we don't. I don't want to keep y'all up all night.
Sorry, we're running late.
But let me preface this by saying, guys, that
hang in there with us. We're coming back around to the extremely positive notes. As soon as we finish with Harmonious,
we're going to cover all this. And we're gonna tie this with a bow. I am a huge Illuminations fan. I feel that Illuminations was spot on target as a nighttime show for the World Showcase for Epcot, and all that Epcot means. One little spark, we go on that gigantic technological wonder globe with all of the history playing on it. It was huge. It was did Bob pay the power bill? Maybe that was it, Katy. Who knows? And I think that the music for Illuminations was some of the best that Disney has ever produced. If you have never listened just to the soundtrack for Illuminations, go do it. It is inspiring. It is huge. It is something else. Okay, so that being said, this is kind of what I was expecting, maybe with more nostalgia thrown in. The interim show, Epcot Forever, actually started with Walt's voice. And people loved it. To hear Walt's voice at the beginning of Epcot Forever was just grabbed us all in the feels. So I was expecting something in that vein, something along those lines. Harmonious is nothing like that. They went a totally different direction with it. I think it is now. It's a technological wonder, and it is the largest show.
I can appreciate the effort that the people who worked on these shows put into the show. Yes. I can appreciate the time and effort that went into putting the shows together.
Yes.
They just aren't home runs.
Yes. Again, y'all know that Adam was in The Lion King, and his high school did a production of The Lion King. And so I memorized a lot of the songs to The Lion King. The opening line when Rafiki comes out and sings, Na Sequoia, Labadi Baba, Na Sequoia, and it's very dramatic. The gal who sings that, guys, she's flat or something. Her voice does not have a melodic tone. It's more like a scream than, so I had a problem with that. I know I have African,
that was
it's
the
like
other
a
thing
whale.
Julie had mentioned was it's some of the singing in the show, specifically Enchantment. Some of the singing was like, she said it sounded quote unquote like bad karaoke.
Yeah, it was that and that's what you start off with. Okay, we attended a funeral. Well, we didn't attend it. Let's say this. When we were in Africa, there was actually a wake behind the hotel one night. And African wakes in Ghana can go all night long. And bless her heart, there was an African woman who took over the mic for that wake, and she could not sing a note. She kept us up all night long. It was, oh my goodness. And this, I'm sorry, but that opening number reminds me of this woman that we heard in Africa singing for that funeral. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying it's not melodic. It's not a pleasing sound to me. And it really should be, because I absolutely love that song. All of the IP, okay, maybe I'll get used to it. Maybe it'll grow on me. There were some of the graphics were very splintered. Some of the graphics, I thought, that's not even, that doesn't even conjure any kind of a Disney, that doesn't make a Disney connection for me at all. I understand what they were trying to do with this. I appreciate all of the voices. I appreciate all of that. Again, I think they chose B songs. They chose a lot of the songs that they've already done in Enchanted. I would like to see it in person. The other thing, of course, that people have pointed out is that while the globe in Illuminations, it was a 360-degree show. You could stand anywhere in the World Showcase around the lagoon and see a great show. This one is not. You have to be on one side of the Stargate or the other. You have to either be standing directly in front of the American Pavilion or directly in front of Spaceship Earth. So, hey, Captain Akron, welcome in. Good to see you. So I don't love this one. I hope to like it more. Now, Stacy said she, okay, so Mike Wheeler said Harmonious was not supposed to debut on October 1, so you cannot compare it to being a 50th celebration fireworks. It's not supposed to be. Right. And that's fine. Yeah. So don't debut it on October 1st. Yeah. Let us keep Epcot forever, and then debut Harmonious down the road. Stacy, give that to us later. It was a lot to take two really well liked, nighttime spectaculars and replace two at a time. I think it was a little bit too much. Yeah. Also, the beginning of Harmonious is for epic beginnings of different Disney movies, which bring you to the lagoon. Okay. Anyway, that's just a few of my observations there. I hope to like both of these. Again, it's a tech wonder. There's no question. It's different than anything Disney's ever done. It's their biggest show ever. And so, my hat is off to them in that. Give me, I think, throw We Go On in there, work We Go On in there somehow, which is appropriate even to what they say they were trying to accomplish with this particular show. Yeah. Very appropriate. The ending is awkward. Everybody, though, I will say, did seem to like Harmonious better the second time they saw it. Sometimes it kind of has to grow on you, and hopefully it's not like mold or whatever. So, let's see. The funny thing is they may bring back Happily Ever After at some point. They've done that at Disneyland. Yeah, I hope they do. I hope they bring back Happily Ever After when the 18 months of the 50th celebration is over. And that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. Another note Mom has in here: Disney fans generally don't like change. We were both nervous. A lot of people were nervous about the two nighttime spectaculars being replaced with new shows.
Two at the same time.
We're hoping that over time we begin to enjoy these shows more than we do currently. But this is just our initial initial responses to both these shows. If we fast forward 18 months, and we're saying goodbye to either one of these shows, most likely Enchantment, and we're sad about it. That they will have made us come around. If not,
there you go.
We fast forward 18 months, then we
we
were right.
fast forward 18 months, we're going, responses. Oh, thank goodness they're bringing back Happily Ever After.
So yeah, real quick, things you like about the 50th so far.
Okay, what I like about the 50th so far, I'm gonna hit these guys. The castle. I think what they've done with the castle, with all of the extra gold and the jewels and the iridescence, big 50th medallion is gorgeous. The merchandise designs, the iridescent color, EAR, iridescent color is inspired. Love that. Totally love it. It's easy to pull the gold in with the iridescent, and I love that. Now this was one thing that I totally loved. The first time I saw the 50th cavalcade with the anthem, "The Magic is Calling." That is yay! That is a home run. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, the castle's gorgeous, Katy. The castle is cool. Oh gosh, they take away things at Disneyland: toilet paper, running water. That magic key works. Okay, it's like BOYT, bring your own TP, BYOTP. Oh my god, my goodness. The anthem is great. The Magic is Calling. If you haven't heard that, it's really great. The new cavalcade, featuring the anthem is spot on. Features Mickey and Minnie in their new iridescent 50th outfits, and I love that. Food and treats that they put out for the 50th. Disney always hits a home run, with a lot of the food and the treats, so you can check those out online. We may look at some of that in a future
that would
show.
Be fun to show.
All of the openings, things are opening back up, guys. We've got Steakhouse 71 replacing the Wave at, the Contemporary. The resort's opening up. Quick service restaurants opening up. The actors returning. Yeehaw Bob's coming back to Port Orleans, and others. Diz Our Dream did a live stream of the drummers in Japan the other day. So loved it. The new 50th cast member badges.
I was going to say Indiana Jones show.
Indiana Jones, yeah.
I think that's in our news section. Sorry, I cut a teaser there.
lots of good stuff. The electric water pageant is which has been there since opening day, is getting a couple of extra floats with the 50th. Yeah. That's exciting.
I love that. Love that.
Love the electric water pageant. Golden statues. I still have issues with their list, but I love the golden statues. The show at Spaceship Earth is phenomenal. Okay. That is a total home run. No doubt about it. All those new points of light and the way they can light up Spaceship Earth is gorgeous. I could sit there for hours and listen to that music. It's beautiful. It's perfect. It plays every 10 or 15 minutes. There's a show. There's also a show that I have not seen yet. There's also one on the Tree of Life and Tower of Terror. So look forward to seeing those. William, you guys are have to be sure to check those out.
For sure.
Again, Space 220 opening. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind roller coaster is opening in 2022. They got Remy's Ratatouille open. So those are some of the things that I love about.
Still don't have a release. I thought it was very interesting that they said Guardians is coming in 2022, but we still don't have a date for Tron. They haven't said. So just wanted to slide that in there real quick.
I think hopefully we'll get a date for a specific date for Guardians in the next few weeks. I'm really hoping we get a specific date for Guardians. Okay, and here's my big question. Also. Okay, so here's my big question. Katy, yay, 23 days is Katy's countdown. Woohoo! Okay. Will they do? And I had a cast member the other day give me a little teaser, and though this person could not tell me what's coming, he said, "Dawn, there's more to come," and that's all I can say. So, will they do later on? Will they do an official dedication ceremony or rededication ceremony like they did for the 25th? Are they still going to do that? Will they do that in the next few weeks? Maybe.
We'll see.
I think people would love it. I think people kind of feel like they, were left hanging. There was not enough fanfare for this. So maybe they still have something big planned. I hope they do. I hope they do. But that's, we'll see. Wouldn't it be awesome if over the next 18 months we get more golden statues? See, I want 50 physical statues, which means that you can have, you can double up on characters on each statue. But I would love to see that. Stacy, I think those are a great idea. They could add more characters. Exactly. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Stacy says, well, the original dedication wasn't done on opening day either. Okay.
Exactly. The original dedication day was done on the 25th, actually, of October. Yeah. So if they were to do that, they still have plenty of time. And I think people really want that. I think we all really want to see a proper celebration ceremony, honoring all the people that need to be honored, and just doing it upright. Yeah. I think we do.
Let's see. Do you want to go ahead and pull up Katy Max?
Let me do that. Yeah, let me pull up.
And I'll rattle off the Disney news as you're getting that going. But yes, Katy Max. So last week we made the Disneyland's Jolly Holiday pumpkin muffins. Mom was in a cooking mood, and they look wonderful. She'll have to make some more the next time I'm in town or she comes out here.
Yeah.
But I'll let you get that pulled up. So Disney news, we're trying to wind this thing down. But there you go. There's the muffins. They look delicious.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember.
These are Katy Max muffins. She sent me.
What did she top them with?
Really nice email. That is actually the streusel topping that is supposed to go on there.
Nice.
I am in my haste to get them done, and I was talking and everything. I didn't put the streusel on, but I also, then I made the cream cheese. What's not to like about a big dollop of cream cheese frosting. So, but these are Katy's, and I thought she did such a beautiful
job. Great job, Katy.
Yeah, those
look great.
They do, and I noticed that she used the gold cupcake papers, like I did the cupcake. That's cool. All right, those look great.
Yeah, they look wonderful.
So those are Katy's muffins. I'm glad you enjoy those. If anybody else has made those muffins, by all means, send me a picture.
Definitely.
You can send it to the Hitchhiking Bones at gmail.com or send it to our Instagram. DM on Instagram. I'd love to see your pictures of muffins. So so that's cool. So you could go ahead, William.
All right. So let's see here. Yeah, you're welcome, Katy. Great job with the muffins.
Yeah.
Some Disney news. Okay. Big Disney news of the day is that meet and greets will return. Granted, they will be at a distance. But meet and greets will return, so you're not going to be able to. I don't think you're going to be able to do autographs or give hugs. But meet and greets will return in November. We don't know the date. But again, hugs and autographs won't be permitted. But you will get that one-on-one time with characters. Yeah. So as far as the parks go, Disney princesses will be at the Princess Fairy Tale Hall in Magic Kingdom, and Mickey Mouse will be at his 50th anniversary iridescent outfit at Town Square Theater in the Magic Kingdom, and at Hollywood Studios, Minnie Mouse in Red Carpet Dreams at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and Disney Junior Stars in the Animation Courtyard at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So very excited. I want my character hugs back and my autographs back, but this is a step in the right direction. So I'll take what they can give us for now.
There you go.
But also, other news: Disney Entertainment, the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Show Spectacular and Disney Movie Magic Nighttime Projection Show will start up. I thought you put November 7th here, Mom. I think it's for the Disney Movie Magic Nighttime Show, but I think the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular isn't until December, like, I'm going to say 12th for some reason.
Okay, maybe that's right.
Sometime in December.
I'm gathering all this, guys, looking at all this news to put in. And sometimes
but you can always search it if you want the official date for Indiana Jones. Let's see. The Christmas projections on the castle. I don't think I think that at both Disneyland and Disney World, I'm very confused about how this is going to work, especially since the Very Merriest After Hours start on November 8th. But if you go and look at the Disney World's website, it says November 12th is when some of the festivities start. So I'm like, how do you do Very Merriest After Hours if you're not like in full Christmas mode by the 8th? But if you look at the Walt Disney World site, and also I saw some news from Disneyland, the 12th is supposedly kind of the start of the Christmas season, seemingly. So I'm not sure what to think about that. Also, beginning next week, Shakranadi and Kora Tinga Tinga return to Animal Kingdom in Harambe section of the park. In early November, the Tam Tam Drummers will also return. Performers will return soon to the waterfront at Disney's Boardwalk Resort, as we reported earlier. Yeehaw Bob Jackson returns to Disney's Port Orleans restaurant Riverside on October 14th. So
your hair looks great, Bob.
Also, last week we had talked about Disney Hallow Stream on Disney Plus. Disney Plus Day coming up on November 12th. Lots of content coming to Disney Plus on that day.
Okay, I have a question, Garrett. I have a question for you. Which animatronic would you like to hug? I'm curious. I'm curious. Go ahead, William. Sorry.
No, you're good. So yeah, Mom, do you want to do the channel news real quick? Yeah, we're trying to wind it down, y'all. So thanks for hanging in there.
Yes. Let me get over here to channel news.
We have a lot to talk about tonight.
We did. We had an awful lot to talk about tonight. Latest videos up on the channel. I've been collecting the McDonald's 50th anniversary toys and Happy Meals. We got a couple of those up, and I think my next, like for Saturday, guys, I'm going to do it. 'Tis the season. I'm going to do a video of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party from 2019. And that will include a complete with the ride of the Headless Horseman, which is ridiculously good. I don't think I've ever put that video out. So yeah. I'm gonna try to get that together and put that up for Saturday. Jillian will do an episode of What's Brewing with the Bones. Look for that on October 30th at 8:30 a.m. She will be talking about her Disney pins and her ears and showing her collection. Check out What in the World with Russ's channel. Russ and I are doing a weekly live stream on each episode of What If, which is the Disney Plus series. Kenzie Days also joins us when her schedule permits. Check that out. These last two episodes, by the way, congratulations to Russ. Russ is one of the newest cast members in Walt Disney World. So my tip of the ears, Russ, to you.
Been a little bit since we've done the train whistle, but we need a little train whistle for Russ.
There you go. So Let's do it.
Russ, congratulations on being a newly minted cast member. As far as words of advice go, which this is nothing you don't already know, but be the magic. You are the magic.
Yeah. You are the magic.
You are the magic. But Yeah, super excited for you, Russ. Appreciate you. Yeah, you've been so kind and good to us. You know, we love and appreciate you, Russ. And so
Yeah,
we're thrilled for you being a cast member.
definitely. And an adjunct hitchhiking bone.
Yes, also important. But anyway, congratulations to Russ. We love you,
Yeah.
buddy. And yeah, go out there and be the magic. So all right. 5, 4, a loud noise warning coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yay!
Congratulations, Russ.
Yay,
Congratulations.
Russ. Tip of the ears. So because of Russ's schedule, watch for that. We're probably going to combine the last 2
Yeah.
episodes of What If. This week's episode, wow. This week's episode, guys, was What If Ultron won? And it is a mind blower. It's the best episode they've done. I can't wait to see. We've got one more remaining next week. Can't wait to see what that one looks like. And so, check that out. Watch for it. We'll try to announce it and get that thumbnail out when Russ's new cast member schedule permits. Absolutely. So let's see. Next week, on Hitchhiker Chat, we will be celebrating. We will be blowing that whistle again next week because we'll be celebrating 2 years on YouTube. Yay! Our 2-year anniversary is October 8th. We will have been on YouTube for 2 years on October 8th, and we wanted to celebrate that milestone. Guys, we've enjoyed every second of it. Hopefully, some of our mods will come on to help us celebrate, and some of the great channels that are in the chat. Whoever wants to pop in on that stream, you're more than welcome to do that. So we're looking forward to that next week. I have to kind of get that done. Alex, here you go, Alex.
Yeah, Alex, I like the way you think. I probably would have gone with Jessica Rabbit from the Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin. But I will say Pirate Red is another fantastic option for animatronic.
There you go. And I kind of like the idea of hugging the Johnny Depp animatronic and Pirates. I
Keep the
do
Pirates
that.
theme going.
I could do that. There's also
And Katy
Kylo
would be
Ren.
proud.
I don't know if Kylo Ren's really a hugger, but
yeah.
But yeah, Chewie. Well, I know there are animatronics of Chewie. But yeah, I'll stick with Captain Jack on that. And I know how Jillian would vote on that. But, so anyway, we'll be celebrating 2 years on YouTube next week for Hitchhiker Chat. Some good stuff and maybe some giveaways on that. So we're planning that right now. Again, our thoughts and prayers are with Mike Wheeler tonight in the loss of his stepmom. Mike Wheeler is one of our wonderful ghost hosts, and Mike, we consider Mike a very dear friend. We love you, and we're thinking of you and your family. And if there's anything that we can do for you, Mike, I know that you're listening, and we appreciate you listening, buddy. We miss you when you're not in the chat, but we know you're always there, and we're always here for you. So don't forget that. We love you. So hugs from Texas to Mike. Please let us know if you have any
Garrett
questions.
was being funny in the chat, but yes, absolutely. Love you, Mike.
Definitely. Let us know in the chat if you have any questions or comments about, we've talked a lot. By all means, we want to hear your comments and your ideas about the 50th and Enchanted and Harmonious and whatever you want to talk about. So leave us, drop a line in the comments, or drop us an email at thehitchhikingbones@gmail.com, or a direct message on Instagram. We'd love to hear from you. We really would.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. We always give Dean at the Live Place a quick plug. Check out theliveplace.com. It's a website that is basically a TV guide listing for family-friendly live streams. And I know we had a newbie in our chat tonight. We really appreciate you being here, and check out theliveplace.com if you're still in the chat. for more family friendly live streams like this one. And Dean also has a YouTube channel, which is Dreamers Empire. So, so thanks very much, Dean, for taking such good care of all of us over there, and featuring our channels and times and what have you, so that people can find us easier. We really appreciate what you do. It's a lot of work. So thanks very much to everybody who's in the chat, whether you're ghost watching or watching on the replay. You're awesome. You're amazing. We can't thank you enough for being in the chat and on Team Replay. So, if you, again, if you haven't voted in the poll, go vote in the poll right quick. Let's see where we stand.
We're at 52% on yes currently.
Okay.
According to my count.
Hey, 52% yes, 48% no. Wow. Okay, I voted. Did you vote, William?
No, I didn't. I'm logged in as the Hitchhiking Bones on YouTube currently. That's how I created the poll.
Okay. Well, that's good. And I'm logged in on my phone, so I voted. So I voted. I
was going to say, if we ended up at the split 50, Thanos would have been proud of the poll tonight.
That's true.
It would have been perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
A castle birthday cake for your 2 years.
Yeah, if only.
Yes, absolutely, Nicole. Thanks so much for
thank you for being here.
Really appreciate it, and hope you'll come back.
For sure.
Give us a like and a sub if you enjoy our content. It's great to have you here. Seriously, we appreciate it. Space Mountain Dave Cantrell has put it very well. This has been awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, it has been awesome.
We love Tuesday nights, getting to hang out with all of you. It's a great time. Shout out to those on Team Replay. Also, we love our mods as well. It's a wonderful community, and we're just glad to be a part of it. Yeah,
most definitely. Thank you, Katy. I appreciate it.
You covered Two Buddy and Stickermule, right?
No, I didn't. I was gonna get us out of here, but you can cover them if you want to.
I'll just pass over it. Remember, if you can dream it, you can do it. We go live every Tuesday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. Like, subscribe, ring the bell if you're new. We're super appreciative. Thank you to Jack Sandy Claus, 1993 Logan, and also Nicole Rodden Hisler. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I believe both of you are newer to the channel. But we're grateful to everybody that spends even a minute watching our content. You have so many options for entertainment. We're just thankful that you choose us. You choose to hang out with us and all these wonderful people that we've grown to know and love in the chat. Speaking of that, like I said, Mom said you could reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or you can email us at hitchhikingbones.
It's okay, Debbie.
I'm going to run through.
Okay, so we've been so entertaining that Debbie fell asleep. I'm sorry.
Oh, Debbie, no.
I'm sorry, Debbie. It's late. I know. Go ahead.
Takes. We've talked about you a few times tonight. Welcome in. Great to see you. Appreciate you hopping into the chat tonight, Texas Takes. Want to thank everybody for being here. If I missed you and didn't write you down, let me know next week or let me know tonight. That way I can thank you properly for being here. If not, let me know next week. I'll be glad to write you down and make sure to thank you for being here. But thank you to Aunt Susan and Aunt Joy for watching our content. Jillian, Kylie, and other family members for watching our content as well. Mike Wheeler, love you, buddy. Keith BDF, Francisco, Dean the Turkey Lexter, Stacy Rogers, Debbie Burnfeld, Katie Mack. Katie Mack made those wonderful pumpkin cupcakes that Mom made last week.
And thanks, I have really enjoyed our emails, Katie. Thanks for. I love to get mail, whether it's physical mail or emails. I love to get mail. So.
Yeah, Griswold Family Vacay, More Sunshine Please, Tina DCS, Is Our Dream, Mickey Sightings, Mike Cabral, J&N Travel, Space Mountain Dave Cantrell, AJC Magic TV, George the Rooster, which may be related to Dean the Turkey Lexter.
Maybe. Surprisingly enough.
Movie Mania Nick, Adventures by D, Daryl Cersei, my good buddy, Daryl Cersei. Melick Adventures, another newer name. I think we may have seen you before as well. Thanks
Yeah.
for being here.
Thank you.
Monarch Moments, Shelly Stallworker, Monarch Moments, a partner channel. Alex Kennett, great to see you too. Jack Sandy Claus 1993 Logan and Nicole Rodenhisler. Great to see both of you here tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us. Jonathan Chong, Rayleigh Creative Travel,
Alex.
Happily Ever Yachty,
Thanks,
Captain
Alex.
Akron 27, and Texas Takes. Again, if I missed you, I'm sorry. Let me know, and I'll make sure to thank you next week. But
Texas Takes, and y'all check
lot
out
of fun
Texas
tonight.
Takes. Fellow Texans in the house, just got to give y'all a shout out. Some great live streams. They've been in the parks, guys. They were there. Hopefully, Ed and Heather will come on with us and talk about being in the parks on October 1st for the 50th and let us know, what the atmosphere was like, what it was like to be there. But check out Ed's channel because he's really putting up some great live streams. And I have really enjoyed Ed's live stream. So, fellow Texan, Ed, thanks for being willing to pick up a gimbal. Everybody thinks it's so easy to live stream, guys. It's it's not always that easy to live stream.
There's a plethora of issues you can run into.
Yeah,
no doubt about
So we appreciate all the help that we get when we live stream. Our fantastic ghost hosts. Anyway, we appreciate you.
Thanks again, everybody, for staying up late with us. Sorry to be the late show tonight, especially those of you on the East Coast. But again, a lot of fun talking Happily Ever After, Enchantment, Harmonious, and the 50th celebration and things we really enjoyed so far. So thanks, everybody, for being here. I hope everybody has a wonderful week, and we look forward to the continued celebration of the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World.
Absolutely. Happy 50th anniversary, Walt Disney World. We look forward to the next 18 months. And again, thanks everybody in the chat. At the Hitchhiking Bones, there's always room for one more. So please hurry back. Thanks so much, guys, for all that.
Bye, everybody. Hope you have a great week.
Bye-bye.